So guys, in today's video we are going to be checking out the key differences between iOS 15 and Android 12. Both were released this year, but some people are confused and they're like, okay, which one should I go for? Should I go for an Android device or an Apple device? And both softwares are very great and nice, so we're just going to see the key differences between both of them. So on the left side here, I have an iOS device and I have an Android device here. I'm just going to see the key differences between both of them. So you just see the control panel. I'll just go through it quickly and we'll come back to everything later, but that's just it for now. Yes, this is it. So we'll come back and see how all this looks very soon. So like I said before, we have iOS 15 on this device right here and we have Android 12 on this device. Now we can clearly see the UI. I would not say which one I prefer until the end of the video, but the Apple or the iOS device looks very clean and beautiful. The design is clean and it takes up the whole screen. The UI components are very clean. Now if you see here, iOS 15 has added some new features. I don't feel like iOS 15 is anything major or any major updates. The major updates are in the background and they don't really show or apply to the UI as much as the Android device has. Android 11 came with great updates, but Android 12 just came with this polished whole new look for Android. Now for the iOS device, it's basically the same things we had with Android 12 here. We have the widgets on this side, we have our app drawer here, or whatever it's called, and we just come back and it's very nice. Now the main features that came with this iOS 15 updates were FaceTime. Now for our FaceTime, we got things like SharePlay. With your SharePlay, you're able to share your audio and every other thing like that. So let me just look for FaceTime because it's kind of organized here, disorganized, sorry. So the good thing with this is you can search for apps like every other, like it came with in iOS 15. So as you can see on your FaceTime here, you see something that says create link. You can create a link, new FaceTime. And FaceTime is just if you create a link, it's just like when you have Zoom meetings, you send your link to people and they're able to join your FaceTime. SharePlay, you can share audio, you can share links and share every other thing in your FaceTime. Now with SharePlay, your messages, you can send photos and every other thing, messages, which we could do before. But the good thing now is in those messages, you now have a part called shared with me. So if you come to your messages, you'll be able to see things called shared with me. Also, another thing, since we're in messages, is your emojis. Your emojis can now change, you can update them and everything like this. We had a feature like this where we could just quickly change through apps, and that has been there since about iOS 13, I guess. Yes, because it was with iOS 13 that these features came, and it's still there. Every other thing for iOS 15 is nice, and it's just a polished version of iOS 14 to me. But the major updates are in the background, and I don't feel it might not apply to every daily user, but people who notice will make use of it very well and they will enjoy these features to the fullest. So if there's anything I haven't spoken about, I spoke about SharePlay. Yes, privacy is also very important here. Whenever an app is trying to access your information, you always ask for permission. As you can see here, this is recording. As I open the camera, it has a green light that is popping up at the top indicating that it's recording. Android has taken that too and added this, and I will just explain more of that. I showed you about switching out. I told you about your FaceTime. Your messages too got new things. So I'm just going to leave the link to the article where you see all the iOS 15 updates. I'm really excited about Android 12.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
So that's why I'm talking about it so much. But I'll leave the link where you see the iOS 15 updates and you read it and you understand more. But I'm still going to come back to this. Now we see here, so let me just shift the iPhone out of this and focus on the Android, because Android has become so great. Now if you look at this here, Android 12 came with a totally new UI. If you look at this phone here, we see that the notification panel is different. Now the colors on this phone are so good. We have pink here, we have black as the background for the control panel, and you have white here. It just gives it this whole feel. The curved borders around here just make it look cool too. Now if you come here, you can see some space that's empty here. If we're playing music, it takes up that space. And let me just go to YouTube Music because that's what I use. So I'll go to YouTube Music and play something, and you see how it just fits into the whole UI. So it has brought a lot of UI components for this phone. So if you come over here now, you can see it now integrates it into this space here. If you come down to, you see that this space has taken up the music player. That is just so clean. So Android 11 came with nice updates, which everybody thought, oh, that was nice. But Android 12, as the name goes, Material You, is actually putting you into the picture now, and you get to control how your phone is. The phone basically looks, this phone is basically reaching the goals of Apple with their UI. Now if you see the clock here, we get fine widgets now. Remember on Android, widgets used to just be these boxes that were not even properly fit to your screen. Let's say WhatsApp widget was just a box there and you had your WhatsApp messages showing, and nobody really used widgets because they were actually very ugly. But now we see our clock widget here. We can adjust the settings for this widget. We can change it. You can see we have we have day here. These are different type of clocks we can use. We can also use a clock like this, and yeah, it just looks very nice. You can see that the color changed from pink to about blue now, or green. If you change it to these two, it's a different thing, and it just looks very nice. These are conversation widgets, so you can put a widget for a conversation to anybody's chat. Now I put a chat to my sister here, and now I can just tap it and it opens her chat on WhatsApp straight up, which is actually very nice. The UI is very smooth, and you can see what we have here called themed icons. So for the UI of this phone, it's very great. Privacy has been put into large part of this update here. We see that the colors, all the colors are made to fit the phone. It has what we call color extraction now. So for Android 12, it takes colors from your wallpaper and adjusts. If you look at my wallpaper here, my wallpaper has black, it has green, red, and different colors. It took all those colors and made it fit into the home screen very well. You come over here, so you see it has the volume rocker, the volume buttons and controls have adjusted to the color of the wallpaper and everything. Now if we lock the phone now and we open it, this is the lock screen. The good thing we can do is called lockdown mode. Once we put the phone on lockdown, it's meant to adjust. So now what we do is, because we have the music playing, it's not going to lock it, so you can quickly change your music. But if nothing is playing there, I'll just clear out this music now, so you see how it goes. Now once I close the music app, and yeah, music is gone. I've locked this phone. Once I put it in lockdown mode, it starts to show your clock to occupy the full screen. Now it's in lockdown, and see how it does the clock. So I think this is actually a very great thing concerning UI. I wish Android 13 is better. Now, another great thing with lockdown is your privacy and security. Once you put your phone on lockdown mode, somebody needs a password to unlock it. You can no longer use your fingerprint. I tried to use my fingerprint here, and see it's not unlocking until I actually put my password. Nobody should try to steal my phone and I put my password now. So yeah, that's actually very fine. I think I love the whole Android update. You can get something called privacy dashboard. Your privacy settings are very great right now. And if you bring it back here, whenever you try to open your camera now, it asks you for your location. You have the option for, while using the app, only this time, don't allow. So the privacy settings are actually to the top here. Then once we come to the settings, we have what we call the privacy dashboard. Now for the privacy dashboard, it shows you every app that has accessed your permissions on your phone. Now once we come over here, just have to type privacy dashboard in your settings. The settings to have gotten a nice UI. So search privacy dashboard. See, it's taking some time, and we're just going to come here, privacy. Okay, that's for lock screen. But if we go back to our settings, it's not showing here. We go back to our settings, we have something called privacy here. There's a part of the settings called privacy. Once we open privacy here, you can see privacy dashboard. Oh sorry, I tapped the wrong thing. So privacy dashboard here. On privacy dashboard, you see it's loading. It's going to show you everything. Now it shows you for the past 24 hours, location has used the most, or yes, location has accessed the most permissions on your phone, and it just shows you all that. Also, you have color correction. So if you don't really like the colors of your phone and you want to adjust them, with grayscale you can adjust your colors now. Just type in color. By typing color, you see, go to here, you see color correction. Tap on color correction and you're able to do anything you want, even suggestive for you, which is actually a nice thing. So I'm using a Pixel here, which has the basic or the base form of Pixel launcher. So all the upgrades are coming to me. So it's advisable you get a Pixel for yourself. Also, Samsung devices have all these features too. If you notice, the whole theme or the theme of the settings here looks like One UI 4.0, but it's actually very nice. So yeah, we're back to the iPhone like I promised. So like I was saying, the features that came in the iPhone were basically things that you see in the background and little improvements that I thought they already had, but I just noticed that they didn't have. So now if you look at it now, I said FaceTime. For your FaceTime, you're able to create links in your FaceTime right now. You're able to watch things with people through FaceTime. So for instance, you want to connect with your friends and you want to stream a movie and both of you can watch it together on FaceTime. Same way you can share audio, you can share your screen. On FaceTime, when you're using FaceTime, you can go about your day and be watching videos, chatting on WhatsApp, and share all you are doing with your friends if you want to, but it's not important. And it's also an option which is actually very nice. Now, this is one thing that makes me wish FaceTime was on Android, but it's going to be on Android very soon, which is a good thing. Then if you come over here, your FaceTime also has something called portrait mode in your FaceTime, which allows you to blur out the background just like your portrait on your camera when you're making videos. So it just removes all the distractions from your video and just makes it focus on you, which is nice. Also, there's spatial audio, which just creates like the whole sound, what's it called, sound effect, or is this sound, oh god, I'm forgetting, sound field, or I don't know, around you. So your audio just feels like it's coming from people around you. You're talking to the people directly and they're around you. Also, there's something called a grid view, which allows you to, like when you're having video calls, it places all the people in the group video call in like a grid. There's also voice isolation mode, which removes all the noises from your videos in FaceTime. So FaceTime got massive upgrades with the iOS 15, or let's say yes, it's an upgrade with the iOS 15 update. Now the next thing we're going to go to is your messages. For countries like India, China, and Brazil, you're able to filter the messages you get, so you can block out a lot of spam and things like that. For China, your notifications, you're able to block it out in a way that you don't get notifications from certain senders, or you don't get promotions and things like that. Then also for your Safari got a big upgrade, which I thought they already had. For your Safari, you can do voice search now, which is something that should have been there since. So I'm not really impressed with that, but it's a good thing that it has finally come to Apple. And yeah, your emojis also got upgrades. You can have 2 new sets of headwear, you have new stickers, glasses, clothes, and different things like that. So altogether, like I said, it's not any big UI upgrade or update. It's just basically background improvements and bug fixes, as the updates always say, and everything that's just made it stable and better. It's just basically like an improved version of iOS 14, just the same way Android 11 was an improved version of Android 10. So that's it basically. Your focus also got some updates. Your health too got updates. You can share your health information with people too. Another very useful thing I like is this app library. It came to iOS. It's something that had been on Android since, but I think Apple just polished it and made it look so good, and it's way better on Apple. But I still like the one on Android. So let's just check for the health app here. You can share your health information with your friends now. You can check trends, and you can use your health trends to check if you have COVID or things like that, which is actually very good. See, share my data with Apple, don't share with Apple, and things like that. So will I say I'm impressed with the updates that have come to Apple? Well, not really.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my god!
The updates were necessary and they have made everything better. Now I brought back my Android over here, and Android is just a very new thing. You can see the whole UI just looks very clean and polished. I feel Android 13 might come with something big, or might just be an improvement for Android 12, like iOS 15 is an improvement for Android 14. Sorry, for iOS 14. I keep making mistakes. I'm just in love with Android at this point. And yeah, I feel like my next phone is probably going to be a Pixel 6 because of this whole Android craze and things like that. So tell me what you think. Are you going to pick up an Android just because of this now? Is Android finally getting mature and becoming the phone that you want? Also, camera got a big upgrade here with the Android 12. Everything has become better, but it's still just safe for me to go with the Google phone, since they come with the Tensor and Google is just the creator of the whole Android thing. So I think that's it. Leave your honest opinion for me and tell me which of my videos you feel is the clearest here, and I'll tell you the cameras which I used in those videos. Thank you.
Okay, bye.